Hey Titans, it's Mr. Spilker here with some safety reminders for you as we get ready to end the year. As you and I both know, safety never sleeps. So this morning or this afternoon, whenever you're viewing this, I want to remind you of a few key safety tips. The first one is that of a tornado drill. So for tornado drill, we follow the shelter protocol that comes with our standard response protocol that we follow for lockdowns, lockouts, all of those different safety issues. With the tornado drill, your teacher will lead your class to the designated area, and she'll do that, or he will do that in a calm and safe manner. You will stay in that designated area until the safe call is given. And that is even if it is past school hours. We've had some weather situations in the past where we've been here for an extra 15 or 20 minutes. But we're going to do whatever it takes to be safe. So even if it's outside of school hours, we will stay and follow our protocols in a tornado drill. So a tornado drill is really pretty simple. The keys to a tornado drill are go to the lowest level of the school. So you go to the first floor and you go to the middle of the building. This can be a classroom or it can be a hallway. You want to make sure you stay away from any outside windows and stay away from large rooms like gyms and auditoriums. Make sure you do not leave the school. The school is a safe place because of our structure. We are a big structure. It's one of the safest places if a tornado were to hit our area. So you go to the middle, you go to the bottom. That first floor middle area is the safe place. And that's where your classes will be designated to go. If you're in the cafeteria, lunch is over immediately. We're not going to worry about our lunches. It's better to be safe and hungry than to be full and be in an unsafe situation. So we would immediately go to the middle of the school on that first floor, and we would take shelter. We're not going to do a physical everybody at once tornado drill because of COVID. We don't want to crowd the entire school of 1,800 students on the first floor in the middle. That would not be a smart thing for us this year. So I'm going to ask you during Titan time, your teacher can take you for a walk. You can go down there and you can look at the areas that you would go to if we were ever placed into a tornado drill. And obviously a tornado drill following these protocols would happen if we were placed in a tornado warning. I also want to take a few minutes to remind you of a lockdown drill. A lockdown drill is when we go into full locks, lights, and out of sight protocol. This is a situation where you go to the nearest room immediately and you make sure you're in the safe zone in that classroom. The safe zone is that location where you can't be seen from the outside. You want to make sure during a lockdown drill that you maintain silence, no cell phones, and do not open the door once it has been locked. So whenever you hear lockdown, once again, we've tried to train this over the last few years, but you're always thinking locks, lights, out of sight. The door gets locked, you turn the lights off, and you get out of sight. We say no cell phones, not because we're trying to be mean old adults. We say no cell phones because cell phones could bring attention to you in the classroom. So that's why we get rid of the cell phones in a lockdown situation. The next one was one that was new to us this year from the standard response protocol, and that's a hold. So a hold it's similar to a lockdown in that we clear the hallways, we stay in our classrooms, we lock the doors. But what's different is we don't do the lights and out of sight. We do business as usual in the classroom. So this might be something that we do where we're just trying to get the hallways cleared because of a possible emergency that's happening in the school. It's still safe for us to be continuing to learn in the classroom, but we lock the doors and we go ahead and make sure that we have everybody out of the hallway. So that's what we call a hold. You're in your room, we clear the halls, but in your room, you go ahead and continue business as usual. The last one I want to review with you here in today's safety video is a lockout. A lockout, or in other words, they call it a secure. That's when we go ahead and we secure the perimeter of our building. So we make sure that every door is locked, and we're always in this situation day in and day out here at Papillion South. We should not be propping any doors, and our front doors are always locked. But this is a situation in which everyone must be inside the building. So all of the PE classes or any other class that was outside for the day, they would return to the building immediately. Students that are leaving or entering the building may be delayed based on the situation. But this is a situation where there might be a threat outside of our building. And in order to keep us safe, we decide that we're going to do a lockout. So everybody returns to the inside. Inside, we do business as usual. Our staff members would make sure that everyone's indoors. They would obviously increase their situational awareness. We would make sure that we have everybody accounted for. And then inside our building, like we said before, is just business as usual. So Titans, we're getting ready to finish the year strong. I know the countdown is on, but as we get to this time of year, just the other morning, I saw some lightning and thunder. It is that time of year when we can have severe weather pop up. So I wanted to make sure that I reminded everybody of those tornado drill procedures, and then also take a minute to remind you of a lockdown, a lockout, and a hold. So have a great day, Titans. Thanks for your time. Take care.